Oh, wow. So, was there a game played tonight? I'm not too sure. Not too sure at all if there was any football game played by Liverpool. I was too busy watching the Three Musketeers. It was a fantastic movie. All for one, one for all. Fantastic. I'm happy I didn't bother watching the Liverpool game because, of course, Liverpool won, didn't they? Yes. This L is it's a massive one. It's a massive one. Yeah, we don't have a good record in that stadium anyway, but this is definitely one of the worst defeats in a very long time for Liverpool. Like that first half really should have been like 6-0. Not an exaggeration. That should have been like 6-0 to Napoli in the first half. Like Liverpool were that bad. And the fact that we got away with just conceding only 3 goals in that first half, that's like a victory in itself. like that bad. It was really that bad. So just the whole team shambolic. Allison in that first half was probably the only person who I can say did okay because he saved the penalty. But everybody, like everybody else in that first half, woeful. People who could just stand there and be jogging, in defense. Joe Gomez, Trent, Van Dijk, all terrible. And then we had in midfield James Milner, Grandpa, Grandpa really showing his age nowadays. Like he's our most experienced player and stupidly gave away the first penalty. I don't know what he was doing, stretching out his hand. And then, of course, he lost his head and went clattering into somebody, lucky to escape with only a yellow card. But that's James Milner nowadays. He clatters into people because he's a yard, 2 yards, 3 yards off the pace. He has been a fantastic servant, but we shouldn't really be starting him in this kind of games. But I did expect him to start because, yes, injuries in midfield. Thiago is just back from an injury, but we have no excuse because we should have invested in that midfield. It's clear midfield was always going to be our problem. That's why James Milner is still starting games for us at age 36, 37. What do you expect? He was run ragged in midfield, but Fabinho wasn't better. Both of them, Fabinho was playing like a 37-year-old man himself, and Milner didn't add anything in attack or defense. But the defense were bad, and then up front, Salah last lost his first touch also. Like the pinging balls to him, it was just terrible. Firmino didn't get in the game. Diaz in the first half wasn't great, but fair play to Diaz because it's definitely Liverpool's man of the match. In the second half, he came out fighting, especially when it went to 4-0. Diaz was like, "I'm not going to stand for this. At least we need to get a goal," and then he scored one goal. But all of them, and there's nobody else I can say came out with any credit. Maybe Abbey Elliott did a bit, did bits and pieces, but Diaz at least showed some fight. Uh, all of them should just contribute their salary and give it to him because at one stage in that second half, it seemed like the only one who was willing to play for Liverpool. The other players were just terrible, terrible, all of them. And Klopp didn't do great either because he knows this Napoli, they're always a big problem for him. He's had a bad record there. How can, like, 4 times there now, lost games there? There should have been a better game plan going into that stadium because there's just something that he hasn't figured out about them. So the manager also has to carry some of the blame, and it's not looking good. This is not looking good. The good thing about the group is we might probably be able to get 6 points off Rangers, which is not guaranteed if we keep playing like this. But Ajax are going to be a problem because Ajax were really good. I watched their match; they were really good, and they're going to cause us problems if we play like this. They probably get something from Anfield if we're not careful. So this team, they need to wake up. A lot of players are sleepwalking. A lot of players think are trying to play by reputation and not putting in their hard yards, and this cannot continue. Wolves are coming, man. Wolves are coming at the weekend, licking their lips like, "Wow, this Liverpool team are playing like a bunch of sheep, and we're going to devour them." That's what Wolves players will be thinking. It doesn't matter that it's at Anfield. If we play like this, we're gonna get beat. I'm out.